Oh man, that was funny.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny Beane. It's 7:02 p.m. September 2nd. Hello, September 2018. And I'm joined tonight by Steve Anderson.
Present.
There he is. Hey man. Good to see you. And Larry Riker.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? What's going on?
Awesome. From New Jersey, right?
New Jersey.
Yeah. There you go.
Got my Atlantic City shirt on.
Nice.
Awesome.
Represent.
Yeah. Well, this is cool, man. This is cool because, like I was just telling you before we went on, it feels like forever ago that you were on with us. To me, it feels like it's been at least 3 years, but it's only been 2.
Right.
I looked it up.
For me, I was thinking about it today, and it felt like 1.5 years. So if we put our two numbers together, we got it right in the middle.
Man, yeah, because I've done so many of these since. Every week it feels like a month has passed by.
I hear you.
So yeah. But hey, Steve, who's in the chat room?
We got Super Fuzz here, who says he missed me on Friday. Yeah, guys, I had a friend come in from out of town. One of my business partners of a heritage house I own, so I had to go out for dinner. We got R3 Locking Nut here. We've got Jason Wade, Jimmy T. We got Soda Pop. He's happy he's here to see us live. John Mahonich. Awesome. Yeah, cool. So, guys, I've never met Larry before, so this is cool that I'm meeting someone new. And Larry, do you want to start with your book? I think that's the big plug for tonight.
Sure, we could do that.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like photos of like all types of different guitars, but it's actually more in the theory realm. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, so I had a kind of a difficult time when I was learning. I didn't really have to go to lessons and stuff like that formally for many years. Recently, I started going a lot more. And I just found easy methods to start remembering the notes on the guitar, some tricks, remembering the tunings, like what's the old one, the EADGB, Eddie Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie.
Eat all dogs.
So that worked great. That worked great when I was changing the strings or but when I was playing, it was hard to just recall. So I kind of took a lot of things that I learned that I wish I knew 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and I put them in this little tiny book.
Nice.
So I call it Guitar Edge, and I call it Guitar Edge for a reason. And that's I use EDGE as my acronym to remember, right? You got the 2 E's on the end, just like the word, and then the D and the G in the middle, piece of cake. It just comes quickly when I'm playing now. I don't even think about it anymore.
You just got to get the A in there somewhere.
Just got to remember that. Well, then you just got to really remember the A and the B. Remember EDGE and AB, just like the alphabet.
There you go.
So that's pretty cool. And then I go into some patterns that I use to remember all the notes. And I mean, I'm giving my book away here, but that's okay. But it's just really 3 finger patterns of 1, 2, 4. It always repeats twice, right? AB's 1, 3, 4. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yep.
Right under it, right? 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Then if you go to a GA, it's always a 1, 3. And then it's always going to be a 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4 pattern for B, C, D, E, F, G. So if you could find the A's or the B's, you're really on your way.
Yep.
So it explains a little more of that, but it just really lightened it really opened it up for me.
Yeah. So is there a section in there, Larry, just explaining like right up to the 12th fret, basically? Okay, that's 1 octave. That's how I always had it in my head, that there's only 12 notes on every fret up to the 12th fret, and then after that's the next octave. And just for me, it was like it became sort of like that, just mathematically, also per string, just the 12 notes on every string, and they're just starting in a different position, open.
Yeah, that's in there. It starts with the string names. Learn the notes on the E, the low E. It'll be the same on the high E.
Yep.
The octaves, you know, the G here and the G here and the G here, and how that repeats all the way down. So if you can find the A's and the B's or the G, you know where, you know, if you're playing a G, you're going to play a 1-3 interval, or
there you go.
a 1-3 pattern, or a 2-4 pattern. And then under that's going to be a 1-2-4. Wherever you go, you know, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. It's alphabets. Learn the alphabet. Don't learn the sharps. Don't learn the flats immediately. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
And that just made it easy for me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a time, sort of like the cover of your book, there's a guy, a friend of mine, that had up to the 12th fret and just every single note on every string, and then just highlighted the pentatonic scale. And then, it sort of gives you a bit of a map, like you're talking about certain notes work within the scale. So that helped me at some point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I got, you know, some easy stuff, the finger numbers, you know, pretty simple. Pretty simple. Anyway, it's what worked for me. So I just passed it on. I did a video on it, and it was helping a lot of people. So I was like, let me write it down. Let me do a quick book here. It'll be a fun project.
Awesome.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's very, very cool, man. Yeah, what Steve was just saying. I don't know if I was the friend you were talking about, but I used to have, actually, no, I still have a guitar that has the stickers on the fretboard, you know, not this guitar, but it has all the notes all the way down.
It's overwhelming, right? If it's all of them.
It's all of them. Yeah. Yeah. And it's cool to play that guitar even now, because I can look down and I can see exactly what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So Larry, was that a hard process getting a book made and done? I mean, there it is in your hand. So that's for sale now for people to pick up?
Yeah, it's only on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
Basically, you go on there and, you know, search my name, search this, it'll come up. Amazon pretty much just prints them on demand as ordered, and they get them to you prime in 2 days.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty amazing. So, yeah, they have a service that you can use to write books.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna find it at the local B&N or.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have boxes and boxes of those things in your basement.
I have some original cover ones, which I'm reluctant to show, because I did the graphics too.
Oh, so you got the prototypes.
So I got the prototype. It's awful. It's just bad.
I like that.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's all right.
So Larry, how many pages is the book?
Oh my gosh, let me see here. 26.
Oh, okay.
There's a minimum when you write it. There's a minimum, so I had to add 2 extra bonus chapters.
Right on.
Yeah, there's like 26 with like 2 blank pages in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
for your notes,
ISBN number, and you know, it's not big. It's what it needs to be. I didn't want to fluff it up and make it confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, it's the basics. Like very beginner. Here you go, and it gets you started.
It is, or even if you're moderate and you just like you didn't go through formal lessons and stuff, and you want to be able to, you know, start memorizing the fretboard pretty quickly. It's there, and that's where I was. I could play, I just couldn't remember, you know, beyond the low E string.
Right.
Too well. I could find the octaves, but the trick was starting to get it quickly while you're playing. Where am I? You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one thing that really, really helps, you know, especially if you're jamming with other people, you know, if they say, hey, we're playing in the key of B, you know, it's like, oh, where's a B hat? You know, so it definitely helps to know, you know, at least know the very minimum, know what the strings are called. Yeah. And from there, you can kind of figure it out. You know, or when you learn like a G chord, well, hey, okay, right here, this is a G, so, you know.
Yeah, yep, I think I learned G chords and D chords when I started, and you know, then into the E. But I don't know. would have been nice to have a guitar teacher in the beginning.
So Larry, do you explain tablature at all? Is there a chapter about that at all in the book?
No, there's not. I didn't get into tablature at all.
Okay, because I know a lot of people jump to that pretty quickly, just to be able to figure out certain songs or riffs that, like, how do you play a certain riff, right? And they can go, if you read the tablature and understand the fingering, that can accelerate people in their guitar learning. Yeah.
Well, it does explain, you know, frets, what they are, where the fret is, because I need that to show them that the diagram's starting on the 5th fret, so it'll have a 5 above it. And it has, you know, it'll have the finger numbers or the notes sometimes. So it is kind of getting you into tab.
Yep.
I mean, it is tablature, really, but just not how you're used to seeing it across the music bar. You know, it's more. Let me see. It's up there. You know, it's more like that.
Yep.
I don't know if that's viewable, but.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Let's sort of that's tabby a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's great, man. That's awesome.
I just wanted to keep it easy. I didn't want to go crazy. That's all.
Well, that's the best. That's the best. Is start out, you know, very, very the most basic. You know, very, very simple. Yeah. And let people, you know, get people started and let them take it from there. As far as, you know, how far they want to go, as far as jumping into tablature or just playing chords, you know. And there's no wrong way. I mean, everybody that plays guitar, you know, if you play a guitar, you're a guitar player, no matter what your skill level.
Because I remember when I started, I said, oh man, my whole thing was I wanted to learn songs beginning to end, and I remember like how sore the tips of my fingers were when I switched from G to D. Like I remember when I was 15 and how much that hurt.
Yeah.
My fingers, you know, all of a sudden, you know, they sort of get a bit calloused on the tips just from playing. And then that was a bit of a hurdle. So I don't know if there's a section about that. I mean, a lot of people will say that to me. They're like, yeah, I tried on acoustic guitar, but my tips of my fingers hurt too much, so I stopped. But the thing was, they needed to get over the hump. And then, because I was there, I just didn't really have a guide. I was so motivated to learn. I didn't care. I'd rip my fingers apart. It's got to get easier.
You keep going.
Well, speaking of that, good night, Jay. Jay was in here. 7/8. He's got some music he has to do.
Oh yeah.
Who's in here? Frank Corcoran. Hey man, Soda Pop. David Ennis. Good to see you guys. Nightbot. Love you, Nightbot. Love you so much. What was I going to say? Well, let's say, Larry, when you first started, did you start on acoustic guitar? Or were you straight into the whammy bar, you know?
No, I think there was acoustics laying around the house. That's where I got started. But I didn't really play. I just pick it up and goof around with it, not for very long. I think my first guitar was an electric from like Sears and Roebuck, and it had this big giant silver whammy bar. It was a Strat style, but a smaller body. I don't know what it was, and I don't know what the amp was. I have no idea. That's when I really started. I started playing, you know, Smoke on the Water and things like that.
What about you, Steve? What was your first guitar? Was it acoustic, electric?
Yeah, my grandfather was a Spanish flamenco guitar player and dancer. Like there's a theater in downtown Victoria that my grandfather used to perform at as a flamenco dancer. And he gave me my first. It was a nylon string sort of classical guitar when I was 12. And same what Larry was saying, I was like air guitaring to Ace Frehley and stuff when I was 12 years old, not really playing it. And then the story, like many of us, as soon as we saw Live Without a Net, it was like, okay, no, I want to learn how to play this damn thing. So And then, yeah, like I said, I started learning riffs. And then here, there's a lot of camping goes on, and it's sort of bad when you go camping and you have a guitar and you're playing riffs and stuff, but people want to hear songs and the vocals. So that's when it totally changed, and I was like full on learning like 300 songs and how to sing and be able to play and sing at the same time. So that was a big turning point. Yeah, and I was like 17 probably. Yeah, then it was that motivation just to learn as many songs as I could. And then, like also Larry was saying, okay, knowing what a G sounds like, and a D's higher, okay, that's D, and okay, E's a bit lower, and F's the lowest. Like just learning all the sounds, and then being able to just turn on the radio and just, you know, simpler songs that are just chords, and oh, okay, and like I was saying earlier, you only know there's sort of 12 notes on a string in an octave, so that you're gonna find the note eventually. So I wasn't really slowing down records, but the repetition was there, and the motivation to find the notes or to find a chord. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the cassette tapes, you know, and I always had trouble trying the cassette tapes were always off key.
Oh.
And
a little faster.
You know, how do you tune? And I couldn't match the guitar to the cassette. It was a mess.
Whose cassette did you have? What was the? I'm assuming it was a guitar lesson.
No. I'm just talking about music. Listening to music.
Playing along to it.
Trying to figure it out. I had such developing an ear is still trouble for me. It's getting better. Awesome. After all these years. But a lot of people did that, right? They played the cassette and then they learned it right off of the cassette. But I don't know. It always sounded out of whack to me. The note I was fingering to what was on the tape, I didn't match. It drove me crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you tuned to standard tuning, and not everybody does, but especially if you're trying to play along to a cassette, you know, like, you know, K-Tel, you know, something or other, and or vinyl, you know. I used to play along to you guys know the Van Halen Diver Down album. There's a couple songs on there called Intruder and then Oh Pretty Woman. I used to play along to those from the vinyl, and I had to tune like slightly like higher, you know.
Yeah, and this is, you know, that's before I knew anything about, you know, tuning down a half a step, or, you know, Motley Crue was big back then. What is he in, C or something? How are you going to guess that at home by yourself listening to a cassette?
Yeah. Back then there wasn't the internet, so you had to dig through interviews of all these guys to find out what gear they used, and they weren't always telling the truth. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, Jimmy Page had a few strange tunings as well. There's no way you'd find it. Yeah, unless, like you said, what Johnny said, you got to read it in an interview. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd read it, or you would, or a friend would know it. It'd be like us, like back in the day, but we'd all be together. You know, we'd be talking about this stuff, you know, like at Steve's house, learning this stuff. You know, kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know, that's how you learn.
Yeah, those were the days.
So Larry, you got a bunch of guitars there. Which one is sort of your number one? If you were to go out playing live somewhere, what's number one and what's the backup?
Well, all right. Probably the one I play the most is this Fender Strat right here.
Nice.
It's a standard Strat, and I put custom shop 69 pickups in it.
Oh wow!
So I bought this used, and it had like white colored. I don't know. Like the guitar's a little yellowish. If you take off the pick guard, it's white under there. So it didn't smell like cigarette smoke or nothing. I don't know what. Must have been sitting in the sunlight and it faded. But the pickups didn't match, so I dropped them in coffee for like a day.
Really?
And that's amazing now.
This is cool. Man, I got it. Can you send me a picture of that guitar? I want to see that thing close up, man.
I will. Yeah, I dropped them in a little bit of black coffee for like a day. And now, Matt, you can see that I didn't do it to the end of the whammy here. That's a little whiter. I don't know if you could see that, but that's white compared to all the other knobs and stuff. So that's my number one.
So Larry, do you know what year that Fender Strat is?
Yeah, let me check.
I know Fender. You can like a serial.
Take the neck off.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll see you in 2 more years.
I know for Fender, you can go to their website and put in like the serial number, and they'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, this is 2008.
Oh wow, okay.
I have another one, a black one with maple. I don't know, it's over here. That one's a 2011, I think.
Oh, okay.
But this one just sits with me. I like this one. And then I got the Schecter right here that I really like.
Oh, okay.
If I don't break it. So this is just the Sun Valley Shredder.
Wow.
So this has those like hot, what do they call them? Retro. They're EMGs.
Oh, okay.
But they don't sound like that. What you really think of a traditional EMG.
Is that a licensed Floyd Rose, Larry?
This is a Floyd. It says Floyd on it.
Okay.
It's licensed.
Okay.
Right. It's built specifically for Schecter because it has like the I don't know, like the silver color.
Yeah. Silver
and black. It's pretty cool.
Nice. So Larry, back to those Fender Strats. Do you prefer it's probably a rosewood fretboard, your favorite one there, and the other one's maple. Do you have a preference between rosewood and maple fingerboards?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think it's just guitar specific, whatever feels and sounds kind of right. I don't have a preference.
Okay.
Sometimes I like the maple. It's a little brighter.
Yeah.
But, you know, this guitar, I don't know what it is. It just feels really good, and I like the way it sounds. And it has the custom shops that I put in it.
Yep.
With the Abigail Ybarra on the back.
So your other Fender Strat, did you do any modifications to the black one?
No, it's completely standard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I wanted to have that. I wanted to be able to have a regular one and one that I changed up a little bit.
So the one you changed up's your favorite. So that's probably going to be pickup related then. Just the sound of the pickups is probably what's sort of attracting you to that.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But it feels really good too. I like it. I don't know what it is. Right? You just pick them up once in a while and that's the one.
So Larry, you play in a band at all? Or do you have guys you jam with, or what's your music scenario?
Not anymore. I mean, I did when I was younger. I play in bands. I used to play with a buddy of mine in my basement a lot. He's probably watching here.
Oh, okay.
We did that, but now I pretty much just, I don't know. I take care of these back here. I handle my YouTube channel.
Right.
I'll do lots of gear, and that's how I get involved now. I'm glad this format is here.
Yeah.
For us, because this is what I like, talking to other guitar players and working on them sometimes, changing parts. You gotta keep buying stuff and changing gear, and keeps you going.
Yeah.
So I think for a few years there, probably, I don't know, there was like a 7-year stint where I didn't really play that much.
Oh, okay.
But you work, life happens. And then one day it all came back, and I bought 50 guitars. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, when we first jumped on camera here before we went live, Steve, you thought maybe he was like in a store or something, huh?
I was just wondering where he was. Yeah.
It looks like you're like in a shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, I don't know. I built that wall thing to hang them all up, and I got a video on that too, how I did that.
So Larry, over your left shoulder there, are those Ovation Acoustics? You got a couple Ovations up there? Is that what those are?
Yeah, I got a 6-string and a 12-string.
Nice.
So the 12 is recently acquired.
And those both have pickups in them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice.
You know, I think one's a celebrity and one is a legend. Is that right? Sound right? Sound right.
Yeah.
But they are both. They're not applauses. They are ovations.
Oh, okay.
And the 12 string I just got. I got to restring it. So it's a little. The high E string is. I don't know. It's dead. It's kind of dead. It dies out a little bit. So.
Oh, really?
Needs a little. I need to put a little. It'll play, but I got to put a little work in it.
Oh, okay.
The rest of it sounds amazing. Just something with the high E.
The one that one that's fretting out, is it an older Ovation?
I believe so. Yeah.
It might be one of the frets might be flattening out on you. Yeah.
Could be, yeah. Then I got a Gene Simmons axe.
Oh wow.
Dang.
Well, you know, that was Scott Grove driven. He said Gene Simmons, and I like Kiss, but I'm not a huge Kiss fan or collector or none of that. But he was like, Gene is not going to have this contract with Court anymore to build his axe guitars. Get them now. So I went out and got one. more to turn it over, but the pickups in it are really good. They're Mighty Mites, and they sound great. But it's so uncomfortable to play. It's you know. And I don't like playing like other people's. I'm not a big fan of playing. I mean, Gene Simmons was a bass player. So I don't know.
Larry, did you buy that new or used?
I bought it new, and I played it like twice.
Wow. Do you remember the price tag on that?
I got that at the time. I got it. I think I got it for $400.
Really?
Yeah, because they were still. You know, Scott Grove had just announced that the production was ending, that it was over. This is it. Go get them now.
Wow.
I was like, I'll get it. I mean, I've seen them go for higher, but
yeah.
I knew that it was like dual collectible, right? Those guys that collect Kiss stuff go crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna get that.
Is it autographed as well?
No. I mean, it's got the painted signature. On the headstock, I believe. It comes in a bag. I got the bag it came with.
Larry, is there any chance of showing that?
You want me to show that?
Yeah, one of our buddy John BL 5150 wants to take a look at that.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, it's a guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was a bass.
No.
Oh, here, let me present. I would play that. Look at that. Oh, I see. You can't really rest that on your leg if you're sitting down.
Well,
cut your leg off.
It's different. Yeah, I think that's a signature there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, like a print. Yeah. Chord.
Yeah, sorry, Larry. I was mistaken too. I was like Johnny. I thought it was. I know he has a bass, an axe.
Yeah. I know. Gene. He's got a bass. I think that was signed that you can get.
There's Kramer, right? There's Kramer ones like this, and
yeah.
And yeah, he had license with Court to make basses and guitars.
Wow.
For a couple years. I don't think they made them for long. I think it was a 2 or 3 year deal, and he never renewed it.
Wow.
So
is Court like its own brand, or is it owned by Gibson or someone, or no?
They're their own thing.
Okay.
They're a big like ghost builder for a lot of other brands.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, they make stuff for a lot of people. Can we see the back of that guitar?
Yeah.
Can you hold it up like this?
do that in Halloween.
Hey, there we go. Hey, let's see that. We need the thumbnail to this video. There we go. That'll be the thumbnail. So for Halloween, you dress up and you take that out.
No, but I could.
Man, I got stopped by a security guard at a mall one time because I had my guitar with me in a gig bag, my Ernie Ball Music Man Van Halen in the gig bag. This was years ago, and the security guard stops me in the mall. He's like, "What is that?" You know,
wow.
I'm like, "Oh, it's a guitar." You know, imagine if I had that in the gig bag. You know, or
no weapons allowed in the mall.
That thing's not sharp though, is it?
No.
Or do you tune that guitar sharp?
It comes with a cover that just goes over the bottom here. So it looks like a shower cap or a hat. But it just protects the edge.
Wow.
And it comes with that and then the bag.
So you really can't sit down while you play that.
You can. I mean, you can do it. It's just high. It's not what you're used to.
Mm-hmm. Can you feel it though? Can you feel it like slicing into your leg?
No, I mean you could feel it. The edge is on my leg, but you know maybe after 30 minutes you're gonna. I don't know what'll happen. I never played it for that long. I mean,
that's a cool guitar though, man. I'm impressed.
It's pretty much new. I mean, you could tell.
Yeah, that looks brand new. But it's old though, right?
It's really kind of still in tune. I don't think it's that old. It's like I don't know when they made them. I don't know their years. The serial number starts with 12. That sounds about right. Could be 2012. It's not that old.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, for looking like that, it's.
Yeah, it's probably one of the better looking ones out there. That's out there right now.
Hey, Larry, I know you have an EVH amp. Do you have any EVH guitars?
I don't have an EVH amp.
Oh, you don't?
No, I have Fenders.
Oh, okay.
So I have a Hot Rod Deluxe and what's the other one? A 68 custom reissue, I think it is, Deluxe Reverb.
Nice.
I have an old Crate amp that I don't use, but it holds up the Blues Junior.
Nice.
Yeah. What else? Oh, I don't know. The Line 6, I don't use that either. That holds up the Hot Rod Deluxe.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So the Deluxe is that the 112 or the 212?
112. 112.
Okay. I've got the DeVille then. I've got the 212 version.
Let me see if I can get it in. It's that one down there, Deluxe Reverb. It's a reissue. I think it's 68.
Oh no, I was talking about the one the one the bear is on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hot Rod Deluxe. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
That one's a few years old. That's too loud to play in the house. It's just too loud.
Yeah.
That's why I got the other Fender. It's only 22 watts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
so,
cool.
I don't know. I like I played the 5150 amps. I like them. I just don't have room.
They're awesome.
Hey Larry, just so you know, a couple people in our chat here just have clicked on your YouTube channel and have subscribed.
Thank you.
Larry, do you have a regular schedule that you post YouTube stuff, or is it sort of just whenever?
It's been whenever for the most part. I've been trying to do more and more recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's tough if you don't do. I don't really do live shows. I think I've done one on my channel. That's about it. And I don't know. Whatever hits. If I buy new gear and I mess with it and I put up a video, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I try to compare. You know, I got a lot of stuff to compare, so I try to. You know, you saw those. I think you saw where
yeah,
comparing, you know, the Schecter to the Les Paul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're taking a $2,800 guitar versus one that's $6,000. You know, just not to say one's better than the other or not, but just to show you that you can get $600, you can get a pretty decent guitar.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially these days. You know, a brand new guitar. You can get really good guitars for that price now. I
find a lot of the stuff that's made in Korea now, a lot of it, like for me, it's starting to feel like the same. It kind of has that, you can almost pick up a Korean made guitar and feel that it's kind of made in that factory over there. You know, like the Paul Reed Smith SEs, the Chapmans, they're all made in the same factory, you know, and they all kind of, they have certain things about them that just feel that way, that feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you picked them up and played those. I don't know. Some parts are plasticky almost.
Yeah,
right.
I have a Korea. I think it's Korea. Maybe it's China. An Epiphone Les Paul, the custom, the white one.
Yeah.
I want to say I got it used off Craigslist from somebody. I went to their house and played it and got it. This would have been in 2006, somewhere. Maybe it's made in China. But anyway, it does when I play it, it feels like I'm playing a toy, kind of.
That's the feeling, and that's what I'm starting to notice with them. I don't know what that is. Is that it's like the last couple years I've noticed. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And plugged in, it sounds good. I mean, I changed the pickups. You know, I put different pickups in over the years, but acoustically, the guitar just sounds terrible. And it's an electric guitar, and just acoustically, it doesn't sound good. You know. But I use it. I've taken it when this band I was in, we played you guys know South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. When we played that, I used it. I took it on the plane and used it for that. Used it for a couple shows, you know, like in the back of a bar. One of them then went on stage that night, and it was fine. You know, it's one of those guitars. It's fine for playing gigs. You know, it's a good backup guitar, you know, for that. It's something where you don't have to be too worried about it if you're gonna spill a beer on it, or you know, do the splits off the drums and break the headstock off. You know, it doesn't matter as long as somebody filmed it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Larry, out where you live on the East Coast, is there any bands or artists that come near your area that you're sort of automatically going to go see? Is there a list of certain musicians that you admire to go see live at all?
It's been a while, but you know, Jeff Beck came around. I saw him.
Oh wow!
And that was amazing. He was up in Montclair in a sort of small theater.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty awesome. I would go see him again. That was amazing.
Wow. How long ago was that?
That was a few years ago now. That was, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. Like pretty bad with that timing, but.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I don't go very often to shows. Okay. I saw Robin Trower a few years ago.
Right on.
So that was pretty cool.
Right on.
You know, he plays the Fender Strat through the Marshall half stack on stage there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Steve, yeah, he's one of your favorites, right, Steve?
Yeah. Robin Trower was considered sort of the white Jimi Hendrix in the early '70s, and it has a lot of albums that a lot of people don't know about. But anyone out there that's interested, Robin Trower, you want to check out the album called Bridge of Sighs. That's probably his most popular record from about 1973. And yeah, there's some great songs on there. And yeah, so check out Robin Trower. Check out Jeff Beck if you haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, Trower was cool. He played in an even smaller theater, so
Man.
It wasn't that.
He was here recently. He was here not that long ago. He was here in Santa Cruz, and I probably should have gone. I probably should have.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way. I'm the same way with you as far as going to shows. If my friend's band is in town, I'll go. Or, of course, if I have a gig, I guess I have to go. But I know it's not the same. It's different, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Super Fuzz. Hey, I saw a comment here. Let me. Yeah. We've got a lot of people here talking to us. Super Fuzz, you played South by Southwest. Awesome. You played 5 shows this year. Super Fuzz, that's cool. That's cool. I know a lot of bands where you go to South by Southwest and they're just playing just show after show after show, all day, at bars, and a lot of times you're playing in front of nobody. I mean, there's nobody there, but so, you could play a show during the day in front of 2 people. You could play a show at night in front of 100 people. It's a great experience though. It's awesome. Hey, Clayton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks. Great to see you, man. Clayton says tomorrow is Music Man Monday. That's right, Clayton. That's right, man. Jimmy T is in here. Steve Anderson is here. Awesome. Amanda, good to see you, Amanda. Romeo Delight 90, good to see you. David Ennis, good to see you, man. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Joe Wentz to come around. I want to go see his show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love watching Joe.
Yeah, Joe Wentz. He's a great dude, man. I was watching his video, I think it was this morning. Obviously, you're friends with Joe Wentz on Facebook? Maybe.
I think I am. I talk to him on YouTube when he's driving to Arby's.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, same here. Oh yeah, I've seen you in his chats.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
It's like, where's he gonna eat today? Where's he gonna eat today?
Oh man, he's getting the Joe. Ask for the big Montana, man.
Funny.
But no, I was watching one of Joe's. He tagged me in a video on Facebook this morning of there's the memories on Facebook where a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. Yeah. There's a video he did covering Huey Lewis and the News, Heart and Soul. Nice. And apparently he was lip syncing. I thought he was actually singing because it looks like him singing. And I did a video this morning with Rob Johnson, and Joe jumped into the chat, and I'm like, "Hey, were you singing on that?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Man, you should have at least said yes."
Yeah. So it's been less shows lately and more YouTube.
I think that's kind of what I was trying to get at. I was trying to get at that, where these days, there's no surprise anymore if you're going to a show. Yeah. Because if you can catch pretty much every show coming up to your show on YouTube or on what's the Twitter, the live Twitter, Periscope. A lot of people Periscope shows, where it's live. It's actually in real time. Unlike this, there's a slight delay. Periscope, I think it's right there. Same thing. And so, you if you watch too many things, you go to a show and you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to go on next. The guy's jokes in between songs, and it's not the same experience anymore as it used to be,
especially the bigger artists, because the ticket prices are so huge, and like me, if I was to go to see a big band, like I can't sit like 20 rows or further away. Like I have to be close, and those are expensive tickets. So do you want to spend, you know, $300 to $500 on a great ticket, or like Johnny's saying, I could just sit here and watch the night before on YouTube for basically nothing. So yeah.
Or you can watch that show.
Yeah.
Because somebody is probably live streaming it.
Yeah.
You know, but it is there's definitely an experience if you're there. You can't capture that on a cell phone video, or on any video. You can't capture, you know, that at all.
Yeah.
I've seen so many shows by now. I just think I'm getting kind of old now, maybe.
I was going to say that too, Larry. Like I do watch.
Like Larry, you are getting old.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I meant I've been to so many concerts and that, like, and I can watch on YouTube, and some bands will play some like cover song by somebody else, another band, and I still will get goosebumps just watching it. And oh, that'd be cool. Like, oh wow, they played that song, or so, you know, you can get a vibe from it still.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen. I wish I would have went and saw Black Sabbath there last time around, because I think that was it, right?
Oh yeah.
I never saw them. I should have went and saw them.
Yeah,
but
well, that's the thing. Like even the people you've mentioned, like Jeff Beck, Robin Trower, and these bands, like some of them, they're in their 70s. Some of these guys, right? So how many more chances are you really going to get?
And I think Clapton came around and did the Madison Square Garden, but I checked the tickets, and they were so expensive. I was like, nah, I'm not going. I feel like that was recently too. I don't remember, a year ago. I don't know. It was just too expensive. I mean, a couple $100.
Oh yeah.
And it's a pain to get into the city. So, you know, again, getting old. So, but yeah, I wish I would have saw Sabbath. I think that's one regret.
Oh yeah.
But I saw Ozzy. I saw Ozzy many years ago, and you know, I've never seen Metallica, and I love them. I've never seen them.
Oh yeah, cool.
I saw them. The only time I saw Metallica, they played acoustic. It was one of the Neil Young bridge benefits in San Francisco. This would have been 1997. I went, and that was a great show.
Where you live, you almost have to you have to go see Metallica where you live. That's where they're from. Well, could, you know, although I think they're probably on tour, you know, most of the year other places, you know, although there's other people like Sammy Hagar that live out here, and he plays, you know, a lot of shows in the area, you know, although I never go. I mean, you got a morning show and a late night show. I mean,
too busy. Yeah.
Too busy.
That was my first concert, the Monsters of Rock, 1988. Yeah.
I was in the parking lot for one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no ticket. Just went to the parking lot.
You could hear the concert probably. Was it outdoors?
Yeah, it was a giant stadium, if I remember correctly.
They were all in stadiums. It was a stadium tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you must have been able to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of Dead shows in that stadium. I saw Dylan and the Dead in Giant Stadium. That was wild. Yeah. Before John Mayer, of course.
Well, the Dead. That's another band. They're from here.
Yeah.
You know.
And
there's members that still play.
Yeah.
You know, around here, and well, with Sammy Hagar, you know, Sammy, you know, does a lot of shows with some of those guys, and
yeah, Bob Weir was at the birthday bash last year in Cabo. I was there. Yeah.
Yeah. The Dead's kind of interesting because bands today make money by touring, right? They don't really make much on CD sales.
No, there is no music.
It's there
is no music sales anymore. Nope.
Yeah, it's all touring now. That's what the Dead did all the time. They let you tape for free. Remember they had the taper section? They could make all those tapes of the show. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I had a friend come out to visit one time, and he drove a VW, bus, and he was playing Grateful Dead bootlegs on cassettes. He had boxes full of them. He would switch from one to the next, and it was all the same. It was the same thing over and over and over. He's like, Johnny, listen to this, We're driving across the Golden Gate Bridge, while listening to the bootlegs and driving down Haight Street,
2-hour drum solo.
Yeah. I mean, it's good stuff. I enjoy it. I love everything. And
same here. Same here. Who we got?
Hey, Johnny, just off topic. Do you still have forest fires going on down there, Johnny?
Probably.
Are you smelling smoke at all where you are?
I last week I did, yeah.
Yeah, it's mellowed out here. It's gone away. Yeah, about 10 days ago. Yeah, I remember I was on my couch 9 o'clock at night, and I could taste the smoke. So it's really dissipated here on the island. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good, man.
Man.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of skunks out here, and as soon as one of them, if there's one walking by, it sprays outside. Got to shut all the windows quick because this place will fill right up, and it's unbearable. Actually, I saw a coyote run past the house a couple days ago.
Oh wow!
Which is pretty scary because I've got chickens.
Yeah,
I've got 10 chickens. Which reminds me, I got to shut their flap. Oh, and Steve, I got 4 eggs today, just to let you know.
Nice. Hey, Larry, do you guys have forest fires out in your neck of the woods?
Nope, never.
Oh, okay.
Never. But I've got a bear running through my backyard lately.
How big is the bear?
Big enough to stay inside.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Bears, forget it.
I mean,
we go hiking. We go hiking, and I'm like, there's no bears out here, right? Which out here, there's none. But no. Man, I don't know what I would do, man. I'd be holding on to that Gene Simmons guitar, man.
Yeah, right.
Give him a good whack. That's all I need.
Actually, that's a good guitar to keep next to your door.
Yeah.
Next to your bedroom door or next to your front door, if
Yeah, that and the camera. So that's my next video. Me chasing a bear with my Gene Simmons axe guitar.
So hey, Larry, do you have particular effects that you go through, like guitar effects to an amp? Do you have a regular like pedals or that you use?
Yeah. Right now I'm going into a mini wah, Dunlop mini wah MXR.
Yep.
Which I don't use that often, but it's fun sometimes, right? Then I go into a Phase 90 script.
Yep.
Into an MXR Sugar Drive. And right now I've been messing with a Russian Pickle, MXR Russian Pickle fuzz, which I'm really liking lately.
Cool.
The EVH 5150 pedal.
Yep.
Which I really like with the noise gate in it and all that. I have a Plimsoll and then a MXR Carbon copy.
Oh, nice.
So
cool.
I've had Tube Screamers on the board before, but I recently pulled them off. This is what I like right now. You know, I go from the Strat with the bluesy stuff, and then I throw in the Schecter or the Les Paul and turn on the 5150 pedal. I like a wide variety. I like Yngwie, Ozzy, Grateful Dead, John Mayer. You know,
anything.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
It's yeah, pretty cool.
Hey, Larry, is there any guitar that you have your eyes sort of set on that you'd be interested in trying or buying, or?
Oh, wow.
It never ends, does it?
You know, not right now.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm good. Maybe a custom shop Strat might be cool, but I don't know how much more. I don't know. It would have to be the right one.
Yeah. Because you've got Musicraft out there, and I buy bodies and necks from them, and I enjoy building guitars now. So as long as I get a body and a neck, I do the eBay thing for hardware, and I've really been enjoying building guitars, and they end up really solid. And yeah, one of them I played live a few weeks ago, so that's been a new venture for me. So I've got like 30 guitars, but now I'm in this new world of building, and it's been really fun. Yeah.
I think I'm starting to get more into parts, right? I think that's my next phase. I kind of want something with I want like an 80s machine, like a Dimarzio. What is that? Super Distortion?
Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe Charvel would be cool.
Yeah.
But the Schecter's on par with that. So I just don't want to buy repeats of things that I already have.
Yeah, I guess the neat thing about the building is you're kind of building something that is kind of unique. And you're like, for me, I know like what the Godot tuners I like, and a certain Seymour Duncan pickup I like, and a Floyd Rose, and like certain parts, you're kind of building something. Like I can't walk into my local guitar shop and buy it off the wall. I'm building kind of all the little things that I like. That's what I like about the building. Yeah.
Well, I mean, going on that, I think I would. I like the top mount Floyd, like this has.
Yep.
And how many guitars come like that nowadays?
They're usually floating unless you get an EVH guitar.
Yeah. So that I like. So yeah, I might have to build something with this, with a Dimarzio Super Distortion. Is it Super Distortion? Is that right?
Yeah, it's. So you're there, right? Because you know what little pieces of hardware you really prefer. I mean, that's, you get whatever body shape you like in a certain neck, whether you use Musicraft or K&E, or there's a few other places that are popular spots, or a lock body, and build something. You're sort of there because you know what hardware you like. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think that's kind of the where I would go.
Yeah, because your Fender Strats, I mean, that's going to be like an R2 at the nut. This is an EVH Crop Circles guitar. This is an R3 at the nut. It's a little bit wider, but so you probably prefer a neck with an R2 nut on it, seeing that you have Strats.
Yeah, I like the Strat.
Yeah, because I got a few Fender Strats, and those always felt right to me. Yeah.
This one feels good. The Kramer, it's very thin.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot. I mean, yeah, it's so small.
Okay.
Incredible. The only one I have like this. Everything else I own is a little wider.
Even the Fender Strats are?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Really?
Definitely.
Huh.
Yeah, this is really thin, but I don't know. I don't know what size it is. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, an R2 nut, if you're to measure it with a measuring tape, it's 1 5/8, like top to bottom.
Okay.
Like the width. And then it goes a little bit wider, R3. I think it goes up to like R5, like wide.
Yeah.
I have an Ibanez that must be an R5. Yeah. And super thin. And I played it when I was really young. Like I bought it in 1992, and yeah, it's so thin I can't even believe I own it now, because I converted into a Fender Strat guy. I'll show one of them. Hold on.
All right.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Larry, this is a Fender Strat with a Floyd Rose. This is a 1989 tobacco burst. I really like the tobacco burst. Yeah, even some of the PV Wolfgang ones had a tobacco burst that really looks cool. I like the way I look at it. Yeah, so yeah, this is a pretty cool
nice.
one. Yeah. And I have another one that's a cherry burst, but yeah, I like the tobacco burst color scheme. It looks really cool. This is a Dimarzio. This is a Dimarzio humbucker at the bridge here. Yeah.
All right. So you put this together?
No, not this one. This the pickup was replaced on this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like a Andy Timmons type of. Who's Andy Timmons with, Ibanez?
He was with Kramer back in the day, I believe, and then was it Ibanez?
I think he's with Ibanez now.
I think.
Could be wrong.
I remember him with Kramer. I remember that. Somebody
in the chat will know.
Yeah, John BL. This is definitely like the Fender Strats come with a Floyd Rose. You really have to sort of special order them. At least where I live, like I can walk into the guitar shop and they'll have 3 rows of 20 Fender Strats, like 60 of them on the wall, but none of them have a Floyd Rose. you pretty much have to sort of special order it, the guitar, but they do make them like this. Yeah.
I have a 96 Fender Strat Deluxe Plus. Could they make that name any longer? But that has like a Fender licensed Floyd Rose on it, or a Fender Floyd Rose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't look anything like a Floyd.
Huh.
When was that? Is that from the 90s?
Yeah, it's a 96.
96.
So it's their 50th anniversary of the company. Let me get it.
Oh, you got it. Oh, cool. Cool. Who else is in here? R2R3. Hey, good to see you, man. Thank you. He says Andy Timmons is with Ibanez.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. BHB. Bruce. Bruce, good to see you, man.
See, here it is. So it says Floyd Rose on it and Fender. I don't know. It doesn't look anything like a Floyd, right?
Look at that.
That's wild.
Here, let me present you. Let's see that.
All
man,
right.
Send me a picture of that one too, man.
Okay. You see.
Okay, so on the top. Okay, it says Floyd Rose on the top. I see it. And it says Fender on the bottom. I see that.
Yeah, under the bar it says Fender. Then it's got the 3 Fender lace pickups in it.
That's cool.
You know, it's got the anniversary sticker on the back.
Uh-huh.
The neck's a little wide. The neck's a little wider than the standard, and it's got locking. I don't know what they have, Spurzels or whatever they were. Shallers. I think they use Shaller. These are probably Shaller.
Just a locking tuner. Yeah,
and then it has the metal like ball bearing LSR roller nut.
Right. That's a cool guitar. That's, man, I'm always, if you guys watch me on here, I'm always saying I don't like blue guitars. It's just a color that's never been a favorite as far as guitars. But man, I like that. I like that, man. Dude, I like blue guitars now. Thank you. Thanks.
So this is like a blue. This is like a translucent blue, and it has an ash body. So you can see the wood grain. I don't know if we could see it here tonight, but you could see the wood grain right through it.
Oh, even better. Dang it.
Maybe that's why you like it. It's not solid blue.
Maybe. But even if it was solid blue, I would dig it. That's cool though, man.
Yeah. I got this one used, and when it came in, the address where it came from, Corona, California.
Awesome.
Which is where they're made.
Right. Yeah, I've been there. I was a friend of mine gave me a tour of the factory there a few years ago, and it's an amazing place.
That might be something I would want, like a John Cruz built. Strat, or any of those guys.
He's cool. I see him at NAMM every year. John Cruz. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny Alexander, great to see you, man.
Yeah.
Great to see you. Guitar Hack, good to see you, man. I was watching you earlier. Guitar Hack was live.
Nice.
Doing a live stream.
And, what is that, Mr. BJR?
Is that Bruce?
I think his name is Bruce. I think.
Yeah, his name's Bruce.
Bruce. Thank you, Bruce.
I call him the Bruce Man.
The Bruce Meister.
Yeah, right. So, Larry, this is the Cherry Burst I was telling you about.
I like that.
This is a 2006. Well, I was kind of in this bluesy band, so I had the Tobacco Burst, and then, okay, well, I need a backup. So I said, you know what? I kind of like the Cherry Burst. So
nice.
That one, it says original Floyd Rose stamped on it up here. On this one, it just says Floyd Rose. This is a 2016. But I mean, that one's an 89. That's a long time ago. But yeah. But this neck's amazing. This is one of my favorite necks on like any of my guitars. Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. I think it's like this one's my favorite neck, and then the Musicraft Kramer 5150 that I built is right up there with my favorite necks. So yeah.
Which is your favorite body?
Wow. Yeah, I'd say the Kramer Pacer body, like the Musicraft one, like the Kramer 5150, that guitar, man. I played that live a couple weeks ago, and that was just solid, the whole thing. And it's amazing. Like you see all the guys with the replica guitars and that, they're cool, they're hanging on the wall, but to actually like play it, and the thing was like just a machine. It just felt solid, and I'm like, wow, like I parted this together. It's surprising. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah,
I'll show you guys.
I was gonna say, man, yeah, rip those two guitars apart. Make like the ultimate guitar, man.
Yeah, that was
favorite neck, favorite body.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, somebody said something. Douglas. Hey, Douglas. Good to see you, man.
Oh yeah, Douglas Bedore. Right on.
What else?
Hey, Larry, we got 52 people watching, man. That's pretty good.
Very cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
Well, hey, according to Nightbot, give Larry a subscribe.
Yeah.
His YouTube channel. Nightbot is doing well. Yeah. That's why Nightbot is here to share the love.
Yeah.
How many guitars have we shown so far?
Yeah, right. We've got a few.
4. You've shown 3.
And just anybody who's shown up here late to the show, Larry, can you hold up the book that you have published that people can get on Amazon?
Oh yeah.
Guitar Edge. Guitar
Edge. There it is.
Yep. We'll call it one of the new books out for beginning guitarists. So if you're learning how to play guitar, that's a good one to get.
There you go.
Yeah, make sure to send me the link to that. So I'll make sure to post the link in the description of the video.
We'll do.
The Amazon link, and I'll put a link to your YouTube channel. Am I backwards? It'll be right about here, where that guitar is. There'll be a card right here you can click on, and that'll take you right to Larry's YouTube. So make sure to give him a subscribe.
And I have something to show Johnny Beane.
I've got something to show you, man.
Yeah, right. So just everybody knows when I was younger, like early '80s, listening to like Kiss and Van Halen. And
wait, how old are you? When you were younger, in your early '80s?
In the early '80s. Yeah, I'm about 137 right now. Anyway, the Police, of course, was a very big band on the radio.
The Police were after you when you were younger, when you were 8.
Yeah. but the band The Police wasn't. They were on the lighter side, let's say, and we're on the radio and had the huge record was Synchronicity, and we learned I think 2 weeks ago that the album Synchronicity actually has like 36 different covers of it. So I've been slowly listening
album
to
covers.
All because of Johnny, actually. He's inspired me. I'm listening to The Police a lot. I dig it. And yeah, I really listen to them musically. So anyway, I got my first copy of the Synchronicity album. There it is. Yeah, imagine that. I never owned it back in 1983, I guess. But apparently this has 36 different covers. And I think Johnny said he actually has one. It's not the blue, red, and yellow. It's actually black and white, he was saying. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've got one. That's the entire thing's just black and white. And when we say different variations, like the different colors are in different places on the album. All the pictures are all different.
Yeah,
they're all different variations. Although to most people you wouldn't notice, but
no.
But apparently there's bunch of different ones. So you got to keep buying them,
Yeah, right.
It was just the original vinyl, though. I don't think the CD or the cassette. I don't think it was like that with those.
Oh, yeah. No, probably not.
Not the CD, at least. But actually, I'll show you guys mine. Hang on, I go to. I'll show you the CD. The CD I have is pretty cool with that. I'll grab that real quick.
I see a lot of people subbing. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, man.
Much appreciated. Yep. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you got now? You still got the Cherry Burst?
Yeah, Larry, this is the Cherry Burst. But yeah, the neck plays. This is a 2016. It plays way better than the 1989 one. So whatever reason, it seemed to improve. Yeah, I like. They're not really flat on the fretboard going across the strings. It's a little bit rounded, even on the front. So yeah, and it just always feels right to me. The thickness of the neck. This is just super easy to play. This one, yeah. So yeah,
that's what happens. Some of them just fit. Some of them just fit your hand well,
Yeah, yeah. I'll show you a Squire Telecaster I have, or yeah, that's called a Showmaster, I think. Hold on.
Cool.
This yeah, this was Johnny Beane inspired. He had one of these.
Look at that paint job! Wow.
Yeah,
you got one of those?
Yeah, Johnny Beane showed one of his, and Johnny Beane, his friend of mine. He's a virtual friend. He doesn't really exist.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You bought one of those things?
Yeah, you showed you had one, Johnny, and I said, that looks pretty cool. So
I have 3 of them, actually.
Yeah, I went on eBay that night. I think I picked it up for like $250. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And just the way the light hits it, it's kind of like different colors kind of appear. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is 24 frets. This one though, it's super long, like an Ibanez. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Reverse headstock. This is the only reverse headstock guitar I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the two of the problems I have with mine. And I wasn't kidding. I actually have 3 of those guitars. That was kind of like a main stage guitar for a while back. I think in 2004, 2005, somewhere. I was in a few different bands at the time. And one of the bands that I played in, that was the guitar that I played.
Oh yeah.
It was like my main guitar. So I had like 3 of them. Different pickups, different, and they're all actually kind of one of a kind. You think they're all sparkly the same? No, they're actually like the Police covers, they actually do like different colors by different ways you hold the guitar, in the in the light. But yeah, real quick, I'll show you guys. You were talking about Synchronicity. Here's the CD that I have, and it's pretty cool because I got Andy Summers to sign it, the guitarist, right there. It has his scribble on there.
Oh yeah, so yours is going blue, yellow, red. Mine goes blue, red, yellow.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. The mystery of the Synchronicity album.
Oh, it's all a mystery, man. And then real quickly, I know, you know, we've got iTunes now and you don't have to buy a CD ever again. But there's a really cool Police, what would you call this? Message in a Box, the complete recordings.
Oh, wow.
Right there.
They have extra songs on there, Johnny?
Yeah. Yeah, this came out in 1993.
Wow.
And it's basically, you know, CDs and booklet, you know? And real quick, I'll show you what's cool about mine. Again, Andy Summers signed it.
Oh wow!
Right there, signed his name. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, there's extra songs and stuff, and you can probably find this on Spotify and iTunes and stuff. So you can, yeah, it has all the B-sides, and I know I'm blurry. Has all the B-sides and like some live stuff.
Oh, cool.
If only a part of this cover was white, I could actually unfocus. I could focus myself.
I usually lose any autographs I get.
Oh.
I have some 49ers autographs. That's about it.
You're a San Francisco 49ers fan?
Yeah, isn't that odd?
How does that happen?
Well, you know what? When the New York Giants or the New York Jets put New Jersey on their helmet, I'll be a fan.
Oh, there you go.
Because that's where they play.
There, right.
So.
Yeah, 49ers? Yeah, I'm always hearing about 49ers and the Raiders.
Yeah, we just opened up a right?
Oh, talking sports?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, I've never really been into sports. Although Amanda is a huge 49ers fan. There you go.
Yep, I've seen that.
Yeah, our friend Superfuzz says he bought a 78 custom telly to sound like Andy Summers. Cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Andy Summers. Oh, that's not Andy. I'm trying to think of who had the custom Fender amp. That's you too, I think.
But Johnny,
the Edge. Yeah.
Andy,
yeah.
Johnny, Andy Summers must have. Has he had a few different signature models? Andy Summers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know how EVH. You know how there's a Frankenstein limited replica guitar. They did the same thing with the Andy Summers Telecaster.
Oh, wow.
In 2006, 7.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere. And Andy, he told me about it before it came out. Actually, I was with him in San Francisco, and we're walking down the street, and he's like, Johnny, there's Fender is going to come out with a replica of my old guitar, my Telecaster, but it's going to be very expensive. I remember him telling me that, and I've never to this day I've never played one.
Oh, okay.
I've never gotten to play one yet. Hopefully, at some point, I'll get to try one. But yeah,
remember what the price tag was on it, Johnny, when it came out?
No.
Okay.
I guess somebody could Google.
Yeah.
Somebody look up the price of the Andy Summers Fender replica Telly, please. Put it in the chat. And then also Gibson came out with a replica of Andy's 335.
Oh, wow.
That he played for a long time. I used to see Andy play live at these small clubs in San Francisco and Emeryville. Where else did I see him? San Jose, California. And he was always playing this 335. It's Gibson. So Gibson has an Andy Summers model. Fender has an Andy Summers model. I think is it Taylor? It's either Taylor or Martin. There's an Andy Summers acoustic.
Oh wow.
It was one of those companies. 12,000. David Nesdahl says.
Holy. That's crazy.
And then you guys know that crazy guitar I have in the back here sometimes? It's called the Hamer Phantom.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a black one. I've got a red one. That was when that guitar first was made. That was kind of like an Andy Summers model guitar.
Oh wow!
But you rarely saw him playing it. He played it for like a few shows on this tour, actually.
Oh wow!
And if you guys want, I'll post some pictures in the Discord.
Okay, Larry, what are you holding there?
Oh, this is a DBZ Diamond Hailfire.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
What year would that be? Do you know?
3 years ago? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's fairly new. These are new.
Cool.
They got Seymour Duncans in them. It's pretty thin. It's very light, shockingly.
Are those the Duncan designed pickups?
No, these are actual Duncans.
Oh, they Seymour Duncan, like a small logo or a small font, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're real.
Okay.
They're real. I forget which ones they are. They've changed them actually in the next. Now it just says the new ones just say Diamond. It's no longer DBZ Diamond. So this one is when the what's his name was with the company. I forget his name. Drawing the blank.
Was it Bill something?
No, there's he's got his own brand now. He was with Dean B. Zielinski.
Oh, okay.
That's what the DBZ is for.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right. So he's not with Diamond anymore. So they changed the logo. They're just Diamond now. Diamond guitars.
So Larry, if that guitar is only like 3 years old, that's probably one of your newer guitars that you've purchased.
Yeah. I got drawn in by the good looks.
Yeah.
The paint job.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
But
yeah. Showman, it looks like Showman Blues says, Larry, that is a great guitar, very comfortable and great neck, easy to play and nice tone.
You know, it has the neck is fat, kind of like a Les Paul.
Is it a neck through that neck?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Cool.
Pretty comfortable. It's balanced pretty well because the neck is so heavy versus the light body.
Yeah, it looks pretty balanced. That's cool.
I mean, the headstock is huge, but it's pretty cool. Then I got this is my newest one.
Oh.
The latest. That's an Epiphone Sheridan.
Nice.
And this is very well put together. But I wanted something with the F-holes in it, semi-hollow body. It's just something different, you know?
Oh, man. That's nice.
Can you show the back of that, Larry?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
Wow.
You could row a boat with this thing.
He can row a boat and take his axe guitar out there and do some hunting.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm ready for the wild, if you know.
You know.
What up, Ted Nugent?
you know how, because we get asked all the time, what's your desert island guitar, right? You would have to say that one and the axe one.
Exactly.
You could defend yourself with the axe one, and then row your boat with that one. There you go.
Yep. I need something to light one on for heat.
Oh, well, which one's that?
That would be the Squire Affinity series.
Yeah, Showman Blue says that color is hard to find in the diamond. Larry?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
What did they call it? Trans Ruby, it was called, I think.
Oh, wow.
They're pretty. You want to buy them all when you see them. They had like a gray one. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm glad I stopped that purchasing addiction. Because now I really need, I got to you start focusing on what you really like you were talking about earlier, building stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right. Unfortunately, this guitar doesn't sit well against the wall. I can't put it down anywhere.
Whereas that axe guitar, you just like plant and it just stands, right?
You know what? That one's okay because the bottom is even. This is crooked.
Yeah, that's like an Explorer, like the bottom of like an Explorer guitar.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've had a few of those. Actually, I still have one. I've gotten I can't talk. I've got an Explorer that's actually made by Cort. You have your Cort guitar. I've got a Cort as well. It's one of those. It's called like Electro something or other. It has like built-in like effects built into it. Cool. I'm gonna have to show that off on here one of these days.
So we got another one.
So Larry, this is what we were getting to. This is another build. This is a Musicraft Kramer Pacer body.
Okay.
And they had an option. Do you want a Charvel neck made? So I'm a Fender Strat liker, so I like this shape of headstock. So I said, yeah, Charvel. Fender owns Charvel now, and then there's the EVH brand has some headstocks like this. So I said, you know what? I'm going to build one of these, and I kind of like the color green. I know Johnny said he never liked blue, and then he saw yours. Oh, I kind of like blue. So I kind of got that way with the green. I kind of like it. And these are Stevie Ray Vaughan stickers. I just put the SA, Steve Anderson, my initials. It's just an upside down V. So, yeah. And it's just, Schwinn bike paint. I painted it. It's called Campus Green. Just a couple. It was about 2.5 coats. So, yeah, it's kind of got some cool shading. It's kind of lighter on the outside a bit, on the outside edge. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seymour Duncan 59 pickup, and it plays great neck, Musicraft out in your neck of the woods, New Jersey. And so it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I would like that neck, I think.
Yeah, they're only it's right here.
This just in. Special report.
Yeah, Larry, the necks. This neck was $324. What can I tell you? Yeah, 22 frets. Yeah, it's R2 at the nut up here. It's quarter sawn. This neck was quarter sawn, and it's called. They have different options for the back of the neck, Larry. So you want to sort of know, like, there's C shapes and D shapes, but they have this one called EVH 8191. So that's my Kramer 5150 build had that 8191, and that's also this for the back shape. So it's kind of copies the Ernie Ball Music Man EVH model. That's what it's sort of based off of.
Okay.
Yeah. But cool. Very, very, very similar to the Fender Strats that I have. Very, very similar. Yeah.
Cool. EJ, this is a replay.
Yeah, right.
I just happened to give you a shout out in the middle of a random video in case you ever asked if this was live or not. No, we are not live right now. This is Memorex, you guys. Wait a minute. Douglas, you had that same guitar that I had, the Cort. What was it called? Oh man, the chat's moving. Look out, you guys. The more you guys say stuff, the more Nightbot will pop up. But again, subscribe to the channel here. Subscribe to Larry Riker.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where is it? Douglas, say it again. What was the name of those guitars? I just saw it.
And he says it's called the Effector.
The Effector. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. There's Howie right there. He thinks we didn't go on our walk yet, but we actually did. We actually went like hours ago. But I think I'll take him with me when I go out to get some dinner in a bit.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of that, whenever you guys are, well, I know Steve could keep going all day, but Larry, I know it's later where you are. It's like
11:33. Yeah,
it's all good. I'm good.
Whenever you guys, did you eat yet, Steve?
No.
Well, whenever you want to go grab one of those pizzas.
Yeah, right.
Let me know, because I got to get something to eat too. I haven't eaten yet either, and it's 8:30.
You going to Arby's?
No, the Arby's is too far away for me.
We do. Yeah, there was still like 50 people watching. Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm good. I had Qdoba today.
Effector. The Effector. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, they had different they had the Explorer, the one that I have. I think there was a Flying V version as well.
Effector.
The Effect, yeah. I'll put a picture up in the Larry, are you on Discord?
I don't know.
You know what a Discord is?
No.
It's a chat server.
Okay.
And there's a Johnny Beane Discord. It's pretty cool. That's like where we hang out. We hang out there like after shows. We hang out, and a lot of the information like within these videos, I'll go and I'll put over there, or like people during the shows, like Amanda and John Beale 5150, they'll actually go and they'll post the stuff over there, like while we're talking about it. And so it's become a pretty cool resource for like these videos, you know.
Discord.
Yeah, and it's a running joke every time we say the word Discord, we hit this button.
Yeah, we have these sound machines.
Our friend Jay Hannon, 7/8.
I've seen it.
He picked up one of these at Target one time, and it became this joke where every time I would say Discord, he'd push the button, and now everybody on the internet is buying these machines. And so we got to contact these guys and say, hey,
yeah, we need a cut.
We need these videos need to be sponsored by these guys.
I just have this thing on my phone.
Oh yeah.
All I got.
I got to get one of those.
Yeah. So Larry, this was my very first build. Musicraft Kramer Pacer body, Musicraft neck, and yeah, I used Schwinn bike paint. It's called Sunset Orange. Then there's white and black to do this. And yeah, all the parts are pretty correct. I even have this Floyd Rose is pretty special. There's only this is handmade. It's called the Whale Tail Floyd Rose.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's kind of wider at the back, and yeah, so I got it pretty accurate as I could get. And yeah, here's the back. Back of this one. It's got a steel block in here. A lot of them that you get now, the Floyds have a brass block. This is actually steel on the back of this one. And yeah, super fun to build. And the most fun about these is like you paint it white, and then put the tape striping down, and then you paint it the sunset orange, and then you start pulling the tape off, and that's when it's the most exciting. Just all of a sudden, these white lines are all over the place appearing. That's when it's super fun. Yeah.
And then you put a chain on it and drag it through the parking lot, right?
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Isn't that what Eddie used to do to his?
Yeah, throw him in the back of his pickup truck. Yeah.
Rough him up.
Yeah.
Make him Paul mad. With Paul Unkert.
Yep.
You spend all the time working on it, and Eddie would go mess it up.
Yeah, there was a certain guitar where there we go. Look at these, Steve. The original, the original strings, and look, there's still strings in there. I still have like the original.
Oh wow,
that's worth like $1,000. That
he starts drooling. Like, oh yeah, I've got tons of these. I got tons of them. I kept them from you know, when they first came out. But no, there was a certain guitar that Paul Unkert was painting, and Edward came in. This was at the factory. Well, in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, Neptune.
In Neptune. And this guitar, the fans call it the Neptune because it was built in Neptune, New Jersey. And yeah, so Eddie came in when Paul wasn't looking and sprayed like black circles on the body. So that one, it's called the Neptune. Yeah. It was given away at the NAMM show in '83, and it is now at the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood.
Yeah, I've seen it. I was there.
Where it is. Yeah. You were there, dude. I was there too. I didn't see you.
No.
Well, it's really dark in there.
Yeah.
Right. When you walked in, it's super dark.
Right?
It's right next to the kitchen. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Larry said he lives near Neptune. How far away from Neptune are you, Larry?
I did at the time. Back in the 80s around then. But I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
That they were right there. I lived in Avon by the Sea at the time, and it's the neighboring town is Neptune.
Oh, okay.
It's on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Down
there. Cool.
So yeah, they were right there. And I don't know. I wish I knew.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like to go on there's that channel on Facebook. I forget the name of it. It's like Kramer of Neptune or something. Kramer Guitars of Neptune, and one of the guys who used to work there seems to run that channel.
Yeah. Yep. That's a great page, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool pictures and pictures of Eddie, and I sent him a thing once with the pictures of the initials in my Kramer to find out who it was. And he goes, those are a guy who worked. He told me his name. He said he hated him because he said he stole that this guy used to steal his helper's lunch. I was cracking up. Thanks for the information.
Man, well that's more history right there for your guitar.
Yeah.
That's
I think it's PBZ was the initials on the back under the trem and inside the body cavity. Oh. Apparently that guy whose initials they are, he worked in the buffering in the buffer department. I don't know why a guitar buffer would sign a guitar, but
okay, real quick. Here's the Neptune Kramer. Here's a picture. Either somebody sent me or something. And it actually has Edward's actual NAMM badge as well. Right there. There's the actual guitar. And as you can see, there's black. See how the paint's like dripping?
Yeah.
All that. Yeah, that's Eddie did that. And then there's Edward's his NAMM badge at the time, right there.
Wow.
Yeah. So that guitar, if you guys go to Hollywood, go to the Hard Rock Cafe, you can see that guitar. It's right next to the kitchen. Walk right in, walk straight back.
Yeah.
There it is. Right?
What's on? Is that a Floyd on that?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we saw that.
Which one was that?
The Kramer. It's Larry's Kramer.
No, that's
oh, okay.
Oh, that one? Oh, don't drop that one, man.
Nah, it came towards me.
It wants to be played.
I'm running out of
So Larry, I know we sort of talked about it earlier, but is there do you have like a friend that plays drums at all that you get the chance to jam with at all, or
not anymore?
no?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
That's too bad. Yeah.
I talked to a guy that I used, you know, man, I can't remember the year. It was decades ago. We used to play.
Oh, okay.
He lives nearby here, and I was like, you know, bring your drums over. I don't think he's played in a while.
Oh.
But he was really good, amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy. There's a lot of good players from a long time ago that don't do it anymore. They dropped off. But I'm still going.
Had families. Had to stop.
Yeah. But they don't know the secret. You got to buy more gear. Keeps you going.
It's like, hey, pick up that bass off the floor, and next thing you know, you're strumming on it. You know.
Yeah. Get a new pedal. Get a new amp. Keep adding.
New amp. Well, you can't hide the amps. Guitars you can hide if you get them all in the same color, though. You know, switch them around. I've got a rack right here of let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 12 guitars sitting here, and get one of the same color, switch it out. I think I said this one time before. You know, get something that looks similar. They'll never know.
Who had that gray 5150 guitar on your? I think it was the other night he was on. His name's Caleb.
Yes.
Yeah,
Caleb. Yep.
That thing's cool looking.
Yeah.
He did that himself.
Did he make that one?
Yeah. Painted it. Painted it. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these guys. Steve Anderson. David Nesdall. All these dudes. They get bodies and necks, and they stripe up, and they make their own, you know, their own replicas of these guitars.
Yeah.
Well, there's Steve's right there.
Yeah. You should do a green one, Steve.
I thought about it. Green with white and black stripes. Yeah, I thought about it.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I have actually that Caleb's that you saw. I sent him the Floyd Rose, the original Floyd Rose that's on that. I sent it to him. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We all help each other out. That's what we do here.
I don't know. The best part of it for me would be painting the body. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. You just I have a room back here, a laundry room. I just poly it up, the poly sheets you can get from Home Depot, and just hang the guitar from like just through the holes at the neck. I just like with a hanger, just hung it from the light in there. It's about sort of face height. Get a Tyvek suit and a mask, and I don't know. About a foot away and just spray it away.
Wait, I've got a picture. I've got a picture of Eddie doing that.
There you go.
Let me show that to you guys real quick. Oh, and then I think somebody said they wanted to see my Kramer. I'll show that to you guys too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's got to be right. There it is. There you go. And this was in Neptune. This was in Neptune right there.
Oh.
That's when he was painting that guitar. Is that what you look like, Steve, when you're
It's I have a pretty scary photo like that actually.
So who was that? That was Paul?
Oh, that was Edward.
Edward, okay.
Yeah.
Can't tell with the mask on.
See if I can find it.
Okay, I'll show you guys real quick while he's away. Let me show you my guitar. Really quick. Okay, here's mine.
Nice.
Very, very dirty and dusty and gross, and you can tell at the time I was ashamed that it said Focus 1000 on it, but now, yeah, this was my first real guitar. So look at all the scratches. Look at the fretboard. Look at all the indents.
Wow.
All that, the frets. Yeah, and then this is the body, and it's pretty gross, but pretty dirty.
Nice.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I wrote. Actually, dude, I could have used your book, man. Because look, I wrote at the bottom there, EADGBE. That was in Sharpie when I was a teenager.
See?
Right there, right there. So that's how I learned the strings.
There you go.
You know? And then the back has just got some stickers and whatever. You know.
I should have thought of that for the book. Just write it
in Sharpie.
In Sharpie, right on the body.
Next time, just write the book on the guitar and sell the guitars.
Yeah, second edition. You can add it in
next time.
Here's I don't know if you guys make this out. That's what I look like when I'm painting a guitar.
No. When you're painting a guitar, or when you're operating.
Yeah, that's what I look like when I'm painting a guitar. Thanks to Johnny Beane Show. This is what I look like every couple of months when I'm painting a guitar.
Focus.
I had to get the suit and the mask because I had an episode when I didn't have it. So.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I was suffocating when I painted this. Yeah, I was like suffocating just from the paint fumes. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my focus is out of focus. I'm still out of focus, dude. Yeah, I remember I was soldering one time. I used to work in a guitar shop, fixing electric guitars and this stuff. And I remember I was soldering one time, and when I was leaving, I had some sort of like a spasm.
Whoa.
Yeah. I remember like I didn't black out or anything, but I remember all of a sudden it was almost like I was having a seizure, but it was like a split second. It was very weird.
Yeah,
it was very strange.
And that's never happened since?
It's never happened since, but
yeah, you were sucking in some fumes then, yeah.
Yeah, it was not good. And so every time I do soldering here, I make sure all the windows are open. You got a fan running. I've got a fan here somewhere. Sorry, I'm so blurry.
Focus.
Yeah.
So Larry, this is a Kramer 1984. This one. Ooh. So the idea with this one was, it's kind of all there. All you got to do is take the parts off, and you could actually do a 5150 because it's already painted white. So you're already a third of the way. Yeah, and it actually on the neck plate it actually says Kramer 1984 on the neck plate on these. I think these came out in around 2004. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The music, yeah,
white.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they had these in white, black, red, and checkerboard and bullseye.
That was look at the neck plate on this one. This was always something cool. No serial number. Kramer made it USA.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. They have these up. There's that Kramer site, that Vintage Kramer or whatever. They have that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have that plate, and all it says about it is rumored to be, I don't know what it's like, custom shops or built in the Neptune factory.
Huh.
There's not much info.
Yeah.
Right.
I think our friend Dave Nesdal here is saying that it was maybe on a white sticker on the original guitar or something. Yeah. Or on the headstock maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to say that the guy who runs Vintage Kramer was actually in my area. He was actually around here, and he wants to come on here. But I was in Texas at the time.
Oh,
a few weeks ago, whenever I was gone, but yeah, we'll have to have him on and talk about all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have 49 watching, 31 thumbs ups.
Cool.
Wow. Consistent.
Wow. It's just it could be the other way around.
Yeah, right. Guitar Girl KB just said she spilt her drink on her amp.
Oh man,
sorry about that.
Oh no. Oh, I swear, Amanda, I said that before I saw you say that. I didn't read that. Man, Amanda, you owe me a Coke. Man, spilling drinks on amps. Yeah, if you guys saw my amps, man.
Oh yeah, me too.
I got the ring. You know, actually, I used to use it to unblur myself, but I'm using it as a coaster now. You know, Gary Kramer guitars. But yeah, all my amps, the tops of them have, you know, all the rings and
yeah.
And
luckily I always knock my drink off my amp and it goes like behind the amp and spills down the back and not on the front.
Down the back or inside?
Yeah. Well, no, just down the back side. Yeah.
Oh no.
Not inside the amp head or anything. Just yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Who has the Kramer brand now? It's still Gibson?
Yeah.
Is it still Gibson?
I think so.
Is it they kind of disappeared for a little while, and they're kind of coming back. There was I remember 10 years ago, I was in this band and we were on tour, and we were LA based, and we went to the Gibson showroom in Beverly Hills, and they had all the Kramers all lined up. You know, so I was able to pick up like the newest, you know, Beretta and check it out and strum on it and stuff. But there were some years where you could go to the Gibson room at NAMM and there'd be like a wall of like all the Kramer stuff. Last year or this year, Gibson wasn't there. The year before, there was like one, you go in the Gibson room, one Kramer guitar, and it's the shape of like a Les Paul. It's not even the shape of like a, you know, a Strat or whatever.
But Johnny, I think you're saying that wasn't there another guitar show that they were going to be going to the next week or something after NAMM or something?
Yeah, they were at the Las Vegas. It was in Vegas. What show was that? It was some other trade show.
Yeah,
where they were there. They had a huge display actually.
Huh.
I saw pictures of it, and I had some friends that were there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where are they being made? Were they USA or are they Chinese or?
The Kramer stuff. A lot of the stuff I saw was like Korea.
Okay.
Korea stuff.
They're kind of. It seems like that '80s style guitar right now is hot. Like the Schecter, like the Sun Valley Shredder, the Charvel, Pro Mods, right? Real popular, right? I feel like Kramer missed the boat. Right. They really could have, you know, top mounted Floyd Rose and, you know, brought back the '80s a bit. They would have sold a ton, I think.
Yeah, because this one is like from 2004. This one's right on flat on the body on this one. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. What do you, Gibson hasn't been firing on all cylinders lately, so.
Yeah.
We got Joe Wentz in the house.
Hey, Joe. Joe, we were talking about you.
Yeah. Wondered if you had Arby's. If you had Arby's today.
If you had Arby's, and Joe, you ever seen Larry Riker in person? There he is.
What's up, Joe?
He's on the open road, Joe is, so he's probably made an Arby's stop.
That's the before work. He goes before work.
Yeah. He goes, yeah. I don't. Joe, do you have dinner? We've never seen his dinner videos. We just see his lunch, or is that his dinner? I don't know.
I would catch Joe on the way in. He'd be going into work. It would be Arby's every day, and then he'd show up in like Myrtle Beach, like 10 hours later.
Yeah.
He'd go on for his lunch for a half hour. Pretty awesome.
Man, what time is it?
Watching.
Yeah. Well, hey, are you guys I know it, Larry. I know it's midnight where you are.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, I got to get dinner. The place where I want to go, they close in an hour, so.
All right.
I got get something to eat.
Yeah, Larry, was there any other things you wanted to talk about, or we've talked about?
Good.
Sorry.
I'm good.
Cool.
All set. Thank you.
Cool, man. Well, hey, yeah. Again, your book. What's it called? What does it look like? Where can we get it?
Amazon. Guitar Edge. You can get it on Amazon. There you go.
There it is. There it is. Thumbnail.
Send it to you via Prime. 2 days. You get it. 2 days.
There we go. Cool. Okay. And again, I'll post a link to Amazon, or if you know of a link, if you have it, just email it to me, and I'll post that in the description, and then I'll put a card which will be right about here of your YouTube, so people make sure to subscribe to Larry, and he's got a lot of great videos over there, great stuff. And dude, stop by more often, man.
Will do, for sure.
You know, at least every year and a half.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm around. I'm around. No problem.
Thank you, EJ. Thank you, John, Amanda, Douglas, R2R3, Vintage Sounds, Guitar Hack. Great show today, Guitar Hack. I was there. Judy, David Nesdahl, Joe Wentz. Oh, he had a loaded Italian.
Nice.
That's what he had.
Mark Taylor, The Vigilant.
Mark Taylor, hey, man. The Vigilant. David Ennis. David Ennis. Thank you again, David.
Charlie S.
Guitar Grill KB.
Man, 49 people. 49. They don't want us to go.
49.
I know, right?
49ers.
Leave. Yeah, there we go. 49ers, and leave on a high note. Leave them wanting more, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
There 49. It is. Look at that.
Jerry Rice and somebody else.
The other guy.
The other guy. You know, that other good quarterback. Steve Young.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. I remember when Steve. Yep. I remember. There we go. Amanda, you saw that? That's cool. Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. Well, hey, Larry, great to see you again, man.
You too. Good to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you for promoting this. Everybody actually promotes these things, and I saw your video, man, and your post and everything. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, no problem.
Awesome. Awesome. And hey, what's your name? Steve Anderson.
Nice to meet you, Larry.
Yeah, you too, Steve.
We'll see you again.
Definitely.
And thanks for having us on, Johnny. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. And if you guys, I'm gonna go get some dinner. I know Steve is
getting a pizza.
Get a pizza. Get a pizza. And hey, if you guys, if you want to meet back pizza in the Discord when I get back. There you go. There we go. If you guys want to meet back, I can't say meet back now. There's something wrong there. Join us in the Discord when I get back. There's a chat over there. We can hang out. You can hear us chew. If you want. Meat back. Man. So many strange hashtags for this show. Thank you, Steve Anderson. There's my phone number if anybody wants to call me. Hey, if you want to prank me, there you go. That's it. And thank you, Nightbot, for everything. We love you. So again, subscribe to Larry's channel. Nightbot has you covered. Subscribe to this channel. It's all good, and we'll see you guys. See you guys next time. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Tuesday, I guess.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Maybe.
Tuesday. Cool.
Yes. Yes. And then yeah. So Larry, don't hang up. Real quick. We're gonna say goodbye. Don't hang up. All right, everybody. See you guys soon. And again, yeah, join us in the Discord. Send a text to that phone number Steve just posted, and I'll send you the link to jump in. But I'm this close. Notice I'm doing this to making the thing public. I'm just saying, heck with it. It's gonna be public, so we got to get some more wrenches in there to take care of the place because, yeah. All right, Steve.
Yeah.
Larry, everybody.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you again. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Have a safe, be safe, and see you next time. johnnybeane.tv.
Yeah.